you.
こんにちは。元気ですか？元気です。いいね。
Right, we're going to kick off with Elliot asking a few questions to start.
Well, Razor, how tough was it to pick this team looking at this week, but also, the next few weeks as well? How did you balance it?
Yeah, balance is probably the right term. Like obviously, a few of the boys are going to head over on the Friday, so they land on the Friday and they can get into a proper test week. Where, as if you play this week and then end up on a Sunday, you miss 2 training days. So, chance to get a step ahead with that test, and also give an opportunity to, a great balanced squad, great balanced team for this weekend. Really good mix of experienced players in key positions and some great young talent.
A couple of potential debutants on the bench. How exciting for those two?
Yeah, Peter slipped straight in. We had him in a week earlier in the year, and hell of a humble young kid. Credible athlete, as we know. He slotted right in, and Ruben has been trained with us for the majority of the year, so it's a really great opportunity for him and to represent the country.
Patrick Tuipulotu, Patrick Tuipulotu named as captain. What leadership qualities do you see in him to be the next All Blacks captain?
Oh, well, the first thing is you need mana in the group, and Patrick's got plenty of that. He's a man of few words. When I asked him, he didn't say too many words at all, but you could tell how pleased and honoured he was. When reflected with his family and gave me a call back, and he said yes straight away, by the way, but he was more just reflective of it and just appreciative of that opportunity and the respect he's got in the group for what he's done, and he's been around for a long period of time, and the boys will follow him.
Wallace Atiti at number 8,
yes.
Is this a position you see him at long term?
Yeah, Wallace, as I've mentioned many times, can cover a few positions, and he's pretty good at 8 too, and it's a good combination, with him, Sam and Sam Penny as well, and when you can play a couple of different positions, it helps.
It's a big pack, isn't it? Front row.
It's it is a big pack. Watching them train today, there's when you got 5 sort of 6'6" plus locks, and then your tight 5. A lot of your front rowers are over 6'3" as well. It's a big 4-pack.
Just on Cam Roigard, he's worked his way back after an injury, and Stephen Petafeta as well, a couple of those players that have been out for a while getting an opportunity this week.
Yeah, good to see Cam get his flow and rhythm. He's had a number of trainings with us. Billy started straight in. He's been with us for a long period of time. A good combination with Anton. And who was the other one, sorry?
Just on Cam coming back in after.
And Cam. Cam. No, he's good to go. He's excited. Have to pull him back. It's a great sign.
Just lastly for me, the training week so far in Japan, you've named your team early. How are things, preparations gone in Japan?
Yeah, good. Obviously with the two, the opportunity to go early because of the groups and heading away, and there's enough cameras at training today to work it out, so we thought we might as well just tell you, stop the game of guess who. No, it's good. It's good. We've settled in. It's a great country to tour. Very hospitable. The Japanese people. The food's very good. Oishii desu yo. So, yeah.
I'll pick this up at the end we're discussing.
Questions for the floor.
では質問のある方。
今のジャパンはね、ずいぶん若手を試しているような段階で、まだまだ若手の登場ですけど、そのチーム自体をレイザーさんどうなる？
So Japan's been using a lot of young players of late, studying a lot of new talent this year. What's your views on how they've been playing and the players they're using?
Yeah, with our preview of them, we've been very impressed with a lot of young players that have come through and taken the opportunity, especially Lee, the fullback, exceptional talent. So it's exciting. I know the Japanese people will be looking forward to him playing. We play with him with respect. There's a couple of young, great players coming through.
我々はこのチームの日本代表のプレビューをやっているときに若い選手が結構出ているというのは把握しています。で若い選手が使っているだけではなくて出ている若い選手が大活躍しているというところも我々としても見てます。特にリー・スンシンフルバック今年のパフォーマンス本当に素晴らしいですよね。彼のプレーを皆さん見るのを楽しみにしていると思いますし。 大活躍している選手も多くいます。
今回オールブラックスとオールブラックス15が同時進行でツアーしてますけど、今後もこういう2番手チームのセカンドチームの強化をこうやって一緒に同時進行でやっていくっていうやっていきたいのですか？
So this time around you've got the All Blacks and also All Blacks 15 on tour at the same time. Is it something that you're looking to do and keep doing in the future, or is it just for this trip?
Yes, we will have two teams at the end of the year tour. It's a great chance for us to balance our depth, give opportunities for players to play a different brand of rugby, different style, and understand touring. And it gives them, this week we've had a number of them training with us to give them exposure, and it's been great.
今後まだ継続する予定ではいますね。今回2つのチームで遠征に行くのがどういう意図があるかというと、今後オールブラックスの層をさらに深めようと思っています。それとですね、出てる選手は北半球のラグビーと試合できるので、今までと違うスタイルのラグビーになれることができますし、遠征に行くこともなれることもできています。今週何人かも日本に来てもらってますので、今回の遠征も経験をさせています。
このゲームで勝利以外に得たいものってどんなものなんですか？
What would you consider a good result for this game? What do you want to get out of it?
Finishing opportunities we're creating, and a bit of a theme for the year is our ability to finish them. So be a little bit more clinical and show our skill set, show Japanese rugby All Black way, because I know the Japanese will be playing a fast style, so it'll be entertaining.
今回その勝利得たいものっていうと、作ったチャンスを、完成することですね。チャンスを点数で終わらせることです。あと試合の中で、我々が持っているスキルを使って、点数取りたいと思っています。日本代表が非常に速いスピードで、ゲームをプレーしてきますので、それを対応できるような、スキルと速さも持ってプレーしたいと思っています。
チャンピオンシップを経て、ヨーロッパツアーの日本とやると、どのエリアを一番見たいというか、今練習で強化して日本戦に出したいですか？
So as a team, I'm sure you've worked on a lot of things throughout the week. Other than what you've just said now, what are the other things that you would like to get out of this game in terms of what areas of the team been building on throughout the week for the game?
Probably the big thing for us is to take the space that's given to us and use our set piece. As mentioned, we've got a big forward pack. They're mobile with good skills, so play some running rugby, but also dominated the set piece.
我々が強化したい部分としては、さっき言ったように加えますけれども、スペースをしっかり使うことです。あと今回のメンバーは大きいフォワードのメンバーを選んでますので、セットピースで相手を圧倒したいと思っています。
日本でプレーした選手が何人かいらっしゃいますけど、今回のメンバーで、彼らから情報を聞いたりしているんですか？
Several of the players in the team this time round have played in Japan previously, or for Japanese teams in the past. What, if anything, have they had input on or commented on throughout the week about Japan rugby?
Yes, they have. DMAC and TJ, for a couple of examples that have come in, and they just talked about how brave the Japanese players are. If you give them opportunities, they can take you and punish you. So respect them in our preparation.
で今週、いろんな話もありますし、以前日本でプレーしたことある選手はいろいろコメントしてくれてるんですけれども、主にですね、DMAC と TJ の方が日本についていろいろ教えてくれてます。日本の選手は本当に勇気を持ったプレーもたくさんするので、チャンスを与えられたらもう点数取れるチームだというふうには認識してますので、今回の準備を通して相手にしっかりリスペクトを払ってやっていきたいと思ってます。
エディ・ジョーンズヘッドコーチ、ワラビーズ時代ですけど何回かオールブラックスに勝ってます。彼に対して警戒することはどういうことでしょうか？
So Eddie Jones, throughout previous teams he's coached, has had experience beating the All Blacks in the past.
Yeah.
Is there anything specifically that you guys have been careful of in your preparation with him being in charge of the Japan team?
Well, you've always got to be you've always got to be careful around Eddie Jones. Firstly, he's been a few big names other than the All Blacks. He's got great innovation. He pushes his teams to the limits, and he gets the best out of people. He's done that at some key moments in his career, so we're aware of Eddie. Yeah.
エディ・ジョーンズをいつも気をつけなければいけないというふうにも我々が認識してますし、オーブラックス以外にも大物チームにも勝った経験がありますので、予想外のプレーもすることもありますし、日本代表の選手を本当に最大な力を発揮できるように彼がいろいろと準備をしてきていると思いますので、僕らもそれを気をつけてプレーします。
メンジャーさんが日本でプレーをしてからもう十何年か経ちますけれども、今回、下校グランドやいろんなところで準備をしている中で、日本のラグビー環境、どのように変化を感じていますか？
So Razor, it's been quite a few years now since you played in Japan,
Yeah.
And had some time at Rico. So this week we've been to a few different locations training. You would have seen a few different facilities in Japan, and also probably met a few Japanese players throughout that time. Is there anything that you think has really changed a lot since you were here last compared to this time?
Rico is still a beautiful place, the Tamagawa, Setakaku, and it's a beautiful region. Brought a couple of my young sons up there. My wife really loved it. Sugoi. There's a lot more foreign players in the teams. The facilities have got better and better, but it feels like a bit of a home away from home. Yeah.
玉川とか世田谷とか以前いいところをもう一回見ることができて本当に嬉しかったです。その部分、その街のところは本当に綺麗なところで、プレーしている時に自分の息子だったり奥さんも、何回も、日本には来てますので、彼らも本当にその場所は好きだったということです。今回、いろんなチーム施設とか選手に会ってみた中で思ったのが、以前よりも外国人選手が増えているというふうには、認識してます。とはい、それです。あと施設も良くなってます。
本戦が終わった後にヨーロッパに行ってまた連戦が続きますけれども、このトータルのツアーの中でこの日本戦の位置づけっていうのはどう考えてますか？
So after this, the team is off to Europe with several games after that. How does the Japan game fit into the whole tour as a whole?
It's perfect for us to, we're in the bottom of the world, New Zealand, so it's always good to have a bit of a halfway stop-off point and, play a Japanese team. As I mentioned, they're brave. It's a great connection and relationship that we've got between two rugby countries, and then we head north. So the balance of coming through here has been ideal for us.
で今回日本の試合の位置づけっていうのは我々にとってちょうど理想的な、段取りを組めているというふうに思っています。ニュージーランド皆さんご存知のように世界の一番下のところにあるのでヨーロッパ行くのに非常に遠いので、まず日本まで来てそこから、ヨーロッパに行くのは流れ的にはいいということで、今回こういうような流れになりました。さっき言ったように、日本の選手も本当に皆さんも勇気出してプレーしてますので、最初のスタートとしてはいいスタートを切れるように頑張りたいと考えています。あと日本ラグビーとの関係性も持ってますのでそれも大事にしたいと思って今回の流れに今なってますし、また今後、こういうことがあると思います。
世界中から注目されるオールブラックスのヘッドコーチ、実際やってみてどんなフィーリングですか？
So as your Blacks head coach, it must feel like there's 1,000 eyes on you at all times. How does it feel being in the job for a little while now? How have you found it so far?
There's more than 1,000 eyes. There's definitely 5 million plus. I think it's part of the role that you accept. You accept the responsibility that comes with the job to create a team that can perform, and you prepare yourself for it, but you really learn when you're doing the job. So it's been a big first year. Love it.
さっき言ったように世界中からいろんな注目を集めているというところで本当に500万人ぐらい見てるんじゃないかといつもいうような認識を持っているんですけれども、今回の役割に入って責任を持ってパフォーマンスを果たしたいと考えています。で、入る前からいろいろ準備はしてたんですけれども、 入ってから学ぶことも非常に多くて、自分としては本当に楽しんでいますし、大好きです。
9番、10番で、
そうですね、最後の質問で。
9番、10番で、ロイガードとマッケンジーを組ませて、狙いたいものと、あと、このツアーで、エベナラと、サムケンに最後になると思うんですけど、彼らにオールブラックスの今のメンバーに与えてほしいものを教えてもらっていいですか。
So, two-part question. First part, we'll just cover the first part first. So, Roygaard and McKenzie 19 combination. What are you looking to get out of the game with those two together? And we'll cover the next bit.
The quick, explosive, great athletes and create a lot. Cam's left boot is a real weapon for us. So it's a good combination of two great athletes and quality rugby players.
まず、最初の部分、ロイガードとマッケンジーの組み合わせのことについてですけれども、彼らも2人ともそうですけれども、結構速さを持ったプレーをしてくれてます。で、チャンス作ることもできるし、ロイガード選手は左足で蹴ることがうまいので、そこを今回の試合で使いたいと思ってますので、2人ともいいパフォーマンスしてくれてます。で、サムケンと TJ のところ話しますね。And the next part of the question was, Sam Kane, TJ, obviously this is the last time in the black jersey for at least a while for those two. What, if anything, have you wanted them to install on the group before they move on to other things?
Directions. So for any leader, role modelling is the first way of teaching, and their behaviours, their daily habits, the competitiveness, but care for the All Blacks is a big reason why the legacy is so strong.
2人とも一番求めているものっていうのが行動の部分ですね。もちろんリーダーシップもそうですし、僕の選手のためにいいイメージに行動してほしいというふうに思ってますので、あと本人たちが持っているいい癖を僕の選手にも伝わったらなと思いますし、あと最後チームの愛も2人とも非常に深いので、そこは他の選手にも伝わっていきたいと思ってます。
We'll take one more question.
ごめんなさい。もう一個。
Okay.
And we'll let Elliot kick off with a few questions again.
Ruben, I'll start with you. Congratulations, potential test debut this weekend. How special to be at this moment?
Yeah, it's awesome for my family and for myself. I guess 23 years of working hard to have this moment just means so much to everyone back home, to myself. And I just want to do the best I can, represent my family, my friends, represent New Zealand as well.
What have you learned since you came into the All Blacks environment earlier in the year?
I think what it takes in terms of preparation for a test match, just seeing it firsthand and rubbing shoulders with people like Bowden, Will and D-Mac. Spent a lot of time with TJ Perenara the last few years as well, so just learning what it takes to be a test level player, and yeah, hopefully I can use that knowledge and skills and put it to the test.
It's obviously a team with a few changes this week, so as a 23 build towards this weekend, what are you expecting as a group from yourselves and also playing against Japan?
A lot of energy. I think we bring a lot of energy to the group, bring a lot of new skills, different faces and different combinations as well, but one thing that we've stuck to this week is everyone just nailing their own role and making sure whatever we do, we bring a lot of energy towards it.
Billy, congratulations on your selection this week.
Thank you.
I feel like it's been a wee while since that debut in San Diego, and how have you built up the last few months for your next chance?
Yeah, it has felt like a wee while, but I've just been in the environment and much like Rube's just been learning off the other boys who have been playing and just soaking up I guess all their knowledge, and yeah, it's nice to be out there again, and I'm looking forward to it.
How valuable have the weeks you spent in the NPC been just to get some rugby back in the leagues?
Yeah, it was definitely much needed. There's nothing like a bit of game fitness, and really enjoyed it too. It's a lot of those boys I've played a lot of rugby with, so it's nice to go back there and slot in and get a few games in. So yeah, it was awesome.
How special to see the man on your left getting a test debut this weekend?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Both him and Pete. I've been there in the Lions and both the Hurricanes. I guess when they started and when they came in. So, from when they first been in there, they've always had the talent, and it was only a matter of time before, they're stepping up to this level. And yeah, it's awesome that I get to be there this weekend and play with them. So, yeah, stoked for them and yeah, looking forward to them getting out there and yeah, having a run. And
just lastly from me, Campbell, we go back this weekend and played with closely at the Hurricanes, the injury obviously he suffered and how tough that was, so how special to see him back out this weekend in the All Blacks jersey. Yeah,
same with Cam, it's awesome seeing him back out there playing some awesome footy. He's only played 2 games and he's already had a fair few highlights, so it's awesome to see him back out there. It's been a long grind for him, and I've seen him in the gym a few times, and he's put a lot of work into being back there this weekend, so stoked for him and looking forward to him getting out there and doing his thing.
I have one more question for New Zealand media, just a comment on the NPC final coming up. Do you have a message to send home to the boys?
You get it, bro.
No, I think we only got 2 words for that. It's Wally Hilbra.
I know what that means.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, open to the floor.
Oh, just lastly, he mihi tēnei ki te whanganui o tara, e tūnei, ki te pape o ia, e tūnei, ki waikana e tūnei. Doing it for you guys, so yeah.
Okay, question from the floor?
はい、皆さんからの質問があれば。
レーザーさんに怒られない範囲でどんなゲームをやりたいですか?
If you could comment on what kind of game you guys want to play this weekend. Obviously, not upsetting your head coach or anything, just to say how you want to play.
I won't say too much on where we want to play, but I think what Rube's touched on, that we there's a lot of new faces getting an opportunity this weekend, so I think it's going to be a lot of energy and boys willing to take the opportunity and put their best foot forward for potentially future weeks, and just trying to take the opportunity.
さっきルーベンさんのコメントの中にもあったんですけれども、あんまりもちろんヘッドコーチの話もあるので細かいことまでも言えないんですけれども、言える内容としては今週新しいメンバー何人かニューフェイスが加えてますので、そのニューフェイスも入れた状態で 試合の中で出てきたチャンスをものにしたいと考えています。我々ニューメンバーもエネルギーをさらに加えて、チームに貢献したいと思いますし、今回与えられたチャンスをものにして今後の試合のメンバーにまた入りたいと考えています。ここに何かありますか？
いや、もう一度挙げて、日本のチームも非常に今若いチームでちょっと経験値のある人と若い人にミックスしたチームですけど、どんな印象ですか
？So Japan team is, as you probably aware, use a lot of young players late. They're mixing up a lot of new blood with the guys who've been there previously. What kind of image do you guys have of them as a team and how they might play?
Yeah, I think they're exciting. I've had a pretty good look at their last few games and the ones that they had in the Pacific Cup, and they all played really well, especially a lot of the boys that debuted. Like us, they bring a lot of energy, a lot of attacking flair, so we've got to be very careful to contain them.
日本代表の試合をたくさん見てるんですけれども、非常にエキサイティングなラグビーもやってますし、で彼らもデビューした選手をしっかりチャンスをつかんでものにしてくれているというような状態だと思いますので、新しい選手もエネルギーを持ってプレーするし、我々もそれに負けないようにしないといけないというふうに思っています。アタックでは才能が非常にあるチームですので、チャンスを絶えないことも重要です。
日本の選手で警戒している選手ってお二人いますか？
Is there any particular player in the Japanese team you guys are concerned about or are watching quite closely because they might do something tricky?
Malo Tuitama. I spent a lot of time with him back in New Zealand and Wellington. Played with him and even was his roommate when we were coming up through the line. So looking forward to playing against him, and I know he's been awesome in the Japanese, both the Japanese games and he's scored a lot of tries and he's got a lot of attacking flair. So looking forward to versing Malo. So it should be good.
マロ・ツータマ選手は特に見たいと考えています。で彼はですね、ニュージーランドのウェリントンで一緒にプレーした経験もありますし、もっと言うと昔ルーメイトになったことは一度も遠征であったので、彼のこともよくしています。彼は日本代表の試合では、たくさんトライも取ってますし、アタックも本当に素晴らしいので、彼のことを細かく見ないといけないと思っています。
ルーベンさんいかがですか？
How about you, Ruben?
I think Dylan Riley's played pretty well. Played against him last year when we came over for the All Blacks 15, and I think he's had a great Pacific Cup. So we'll have to respect him.
私としてはディラン・ライリー選手をよく見ないといけないというふうに思っています。去年オールブラックス15で日本に来た時に対戦チームに彼がいたので、非常にいいプレーができると理解しています。
プロクターさんに兄弟でのオールブラックスになって、なんか感慨深いものであったり、そういう気持ちの変化はありましたか？
So, Billy, for you, obviously both you and your brother have been All Blacks. Is there anything family-wise that you guys have thought about that, or any special meaning for you, for both of you to have played for this team?
I guess both of us probably since a young age have dreamed of putting the All Blacks jersey on, and it's pretty special that that we both could do it. He's been a big role model in my career and has probably helped me to get to this stage. And he actually debuted in Japan, so it's very special to I guess have both of us playing for the All Blacks, and something that our family is pretty proud of. So yeah.
2人とも若い頃からオールブラックスになりたいという夢をずっと見続けて、我々がずっとなりたかったというふうに思ってますので、今回入ること、私もオールブラックスになっていることも嬉しく思ってます。で、彼が先にオールブラックスにはなってたので、私が彼みたいになりたいというふうには、彼みたいなプレーを目指していたので、もっと言うと彼がデビューしたところがちょうど日本だったので、ここでいいプレーをしたいというふうには考えてますし、家族としても本当に誇りに思っています。
ルーベンさんに クリケットがすごく上手って聞いてるんですけど、日本の人クリケットあんまり知らないんですね。まずポジションを教えてもらって、クリケットのどの辺がラグビーでも生きているのか教えてください。
どの辺が
ラグビーでもこう活用できているか、あと関係ないのか。
So Ruben, I understand you're a bit of a good cricket player as well, mate. But in saying that, cricket's not really popular here in Japan, so most of the people here may or may not know exactly what it's about. So if you could just tell us first what your position is in cricket, and then, if anything, is there anything that you've learned in cricket or a skill you've got in cricket that's also valuable in rugby too? Position and certain skill.
Jeez. Cricket, similar to baseball. I think my position wasn't better, so when you watch Shohei Ohtani, that's what I try to be like, but I don't play anymore. But I was also a wicket keeper, so one of the correlating skills would definitely be my lateral quickness, because I had to stay down low and move side to side fast, so I think that helps me a lot when I'm catching balls and being able to cover ground fast.
クリケットっていうのは、皆さんも見たことないかもしれないですけども、野球と似たような感じのスポーツですね。で、自分のポジションが、バッターだったんですね。なので、大谷選手は皆さんもご存知かと思うんですけれども、クリケットやってた頃では彼みたいになりたいというふうに思ってたので、ずっとそういうようなプレーをしようとしてたんです。で、バッターだけではなく、ウィケットキーパー、ちょうどこのキーのところの後ろに立つ相手がボールを打てなかった時にキャッチする役割のところをやったんですけれども、ウィケットキーパーのこの横左右の動きを速くしないと相手がちょっと当たったボールはキャッチできないので、そこはやっぱりラグビーでは通用する部分もあるというふうに思ってますし、この横の動きと、動きの速さっていうところがラグビーではよく使っているということです。
この間何人かバッティングセンターに行ってましたけど、東京で一緒に行ったんですか？
I saw through the media that several of you guys went to the batting centre recently. Did you go on that trip or was it just some other place?
None of us.
2人とも行ってない。
行ってないですか？はい。
ウェルカムセレモニーの時にみんなラーメン楽しみにしてるっていうコメントたくさん聞かれましたけども、誰かリッチモンガとか誰かがラーメンナビゲーターになってどっかへ行ったりしましたか？
So the welcome ceremony, a couple of you guys said you're looking forward to some good ramen here in Japan. Has Richie Mongo come in to show you a few good places where his locals are, or have you just been exploring, or no ramen yet?
We actually went for ramen on a day off. I'm not too sure where it was, somewhere in Shibuya. But I've heard Ichi runs quite nice. There's a few of the boys that had been there and recommended it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be one of the better ones in Japan or not, but yeah, I know the boys have definitely suggested ramen as a something that we have to get around whilst here in Japan.
オフの日に渋谷で、ラーメンをちょうど食べに行ったんですね。本当に美味しかったです。一蘭っていう店の名前だったと思うんですけれども、日本の中では高いレベルなのか高くないのかは分からないんですけれども、非常に美味しかったです。で、他に日本で経験がある選手が皆さんやっぱりラーメンを日本で食べた方がいいっていうふうにアドバイスいただいてますので、そこはやっぱりどうしても食べたかったっていう気持ちがありました。他に質問ありませんか？
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。